is peace possible across this globe? Big question, short answer.
Yeah, I think, you know, one thing I actually I came to learn, and I had no idea of this before I left, was actually this may sound controversial, but capitalism as an economic model, I think within capitalism lies the solution to a lot of these types of conflict issues and poverty issues and many of the things we talk about. I think the capitalist model that we've evolved up until now is still yet to evolve. It's gone through a phase, as we all know, of exploitation throughout the 19th and 20th centuries of the African, Asian, and South American continent. But in fact, this buzzword that we're all hearing about now, sustainability, and this focus on a more durable economic model is what is going to lift a lot of these countries out of poverty. If we're able to just provide the framework for Africans who, geez, in the south of Sudan, 3 years ago they came out of horrible civil war. They're all running around with mobile phones and trying to set up businesses for themselves and all of this sort of thing. People want a certain standard of living. They don't necessarily want the riches that we have in the West. I think that's a common misconception of ourselves, that they all want the same standard of living and there's not enough to go around. They just want basic needs provided for. As soon as that happens, then people have something to lose in a lot of these places. As soon as they have something to lose, then they will, I think, be more inclined to want to engage and overcome some of these conflict issues that we have. And I mean, of course, you have to stay positive, but peace is possible, and you only have to look to humanity itself. And look beyond, in fact, the political machinations that are at the core of the conflict around the planet, and see that the people themselves have no animosity towards travellers such as me. I can only speak from that personal perspective, and in fact, I never felt at danger at any time, and I was humbled by the fact that we're all so similar, yeah. And we, none of us really want to be at war with our neighbours at all. And it goes for countries that have just come out of civil war, and ostensibly you'd say that wasn't the case, but you have to experience it to know, perhaps.
Bill, I'm going to wind up the connection now. It's gone very, very well. If I have a really strong thing, I would love to have seen your mum here tonight. And your dad, Moy and Steve,
yeah,
and John,
yeah,
and
me too.
Francis, and that would have been great. I don't often get too serious when I talk with you, but I'm very proud of what you've done, and I think that comes across to all of us. So we'd like to express our gratitude for what you're doing and giving you time to be in Nambour, be it cyber-wise. I'd ask if you want to show Bonjour.
Thanks very much, Lee. Thanks very much, Lee, and thank you to your club. And obviously, as I said in my letter, I wouldn't even be here, literally wouldn't be here at the moment anyway if it weren't for Rotary. And so I appreciate everything your organisation has given to me and what it's allowed me to do. I'm very happy, and much of it is due to your organisation. So if in some way I'm able to return the investment in me and put it back into your organisation, or indeed some of the works that you're involved with, then it will be my pleasure, and we'll work on that. Keep in mind what I mentioned about this Hospitals Without Borders. If it sounds like a goer for you guys there in Nambour and Rotary Australia, then I would be happy to pursue it as quickly as possible over here and look at perhaps how we can expand this program from a one-man show, which has done incredible things internationally, again. So keep that in mind. There you go, food for thought.
Thanks, Phil. My problem now is I don't know how to turn it off. But anyway, Phil, good night.
Yep. Okay, good night. Have a good meeting, folks, and it's been a pleasure.
Ciao.